Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to the top 10 John Cena matches of all time. Obviously, with John Cena retiring just a few weeks ago, having his last match on Saturday night's main event against Gunther, we've been doing a lot of talking about John Cena. And actually, when you think about it, going back to last June, when he was in Toronto at Money in the Bank, announcing, that he was going to, that 2025 was going to be his last year of wrestling. I had the thought to do the top 10 John Cena matches, and originally I had planned on doing it before June when he would start the thing, but just procrastination just led me to doing it after he's retired, and it's a lot better, I think, because I have an absolutely great list that's come up, and one of the matches that he did in his retirement tour makes the list. I'm sure we can all know what it is, or maybe we don't, because some people may not say that this is actually a match, but we will wait and see. But now let's count down the top 10 John Cena matches of all time. Number 10, John Cena versus Kevin Owens. Money in the Bank. 2015, 4.5 stars. This is when John Cena was United States champion, and he was doing the United States Open Challenge. And this is where he would go out and he would have a bunch of matches on television that would take us some time, and it would show the world some of the talents of the other people. He did it with the young Sami Zayn. He did it with Cesaro. He did it with a lot of other people, including Kevin Owens, who was, as you can see, the NXT champion at the time. He came up and challenged him. They had a 3-match. Was it 3 matches or was it 2? But they definitely had 2 matches. They had one at Money in the Bank, then they had another one at like the Elimination Chamber. That was pretty good, but this one makes the list as one of his top 10 matches of all time. By the way, I should let you know, he had a lot of 4.5 star matches. In fact, the next 3, right? Yeah, including this one, the next 3 are all 4.5 stars. And he had some other 4.5 stars, so I had to try to figure out which ones, since they're all rated 4.5 stars, which ones would be like a tick better or things like that, maybe 5.5 or whatever. So that's what I did here. But Kevin Owens against John Cena from Money in the Bank 2015 is the 10th greatest match of John Cena's career. Number 9, Daniel Bryan versus John Cena for the WWE Championship, SummerSlam 2013, 4.5 stars as well. Yes, this match is probably known more for the cash-in, the heel turn of special guest referee Triple H on Daniel Bryan after he beat John Cena for the championship, and the subsequent cash-in from Randy Orton, who held the Raw Money in the Bank contract and allowed Randy Orton to become the new WWE champion. This was a hell of a match. It's so good. It's so great. These guys worked well together. They had some matches in the early days when it was on Velocity, and Daniel Bryan was a part of the company. Daniel Bryan was, talent, and he was not talent, but he was enhancement talent at the time. And John Cena was just starting his Thugonomics, gimmick. He was still on Velocity, but this match here was a very fine effort for both of them. John Cena wrestled this match. He had that golf size ball on his elbow. Forget what the hell it was. Was it bone spurs or assist or whatever it was? But he had it all on his elbow. So he was working hurt, but it was really good match. And yeah, like I said, this match is mostly known for the heel turn at the end from special guest referee Triple H. But on here, it's number 9 on the list of John Cena's all-time matches. It's the WWE Championship match from SummerSlam 2013 against Daniel Bryan. Number 8, another special guest referee match from Triple H. It is John Cena going one-on-one with CM Punk. Now, I believe this is also this is also getting to where interference happened, where CM Punk won this match, but then Kevin Nash came down and jackknifed him, and the Money in the Bank holder Alberto Del Rio had it, and he cashed in, and he became the new WWE champion. Now, this was a part of the quote-unquote Summer of Punk of 2011. After the pipe bomb and the tremendous match in Chicago, and then CM Punk walked out on the company, and then a couple of weeks later, after John Cena screwed Rey Mysterio out of the WWE Championship, CM Punk came back, and this was a match to become the undisputed WWE Championship. A very well contested match. Again, another great one from these two. These two had great chemistry. This is just one of the ones that you look at and say that they had so much fun doing it, and I think these guys were made to be against each other. It's truly amazing. Yeah. So number 8 on the list of John Cena top matches of all time. John Cena versus CM Punk, the undisputed WWE Championships from 2011. Again, this is also 4.5 stars. Number 7, from the Royal Rumble 2015, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship, 4.5 stars. Amazing match from all of these 3 guys. It was just great stuff all around, from the J&J security trying to help Seth Rollins and getting thrown around, to Brock Lesnar being put through a table by Seth Rollins, to Seth Rollins debuting the first time I saw the Phoenix Splash on television, on WWE television. It was done with Seth Rollins, and yeah, this match was just incredible. A great story. They were trying to tell that Brock Lesnar was just so unbeatable that what could you do to try to stop him? And you just couldn't. Cena couldn't, and Seth couldn't, and almost sometimes even together they couldn't. And even when they got better of him, where they had Brock put through a table and he was down for a while, he still got back up and he finished off the match, and he won the match. A tremendous story told. Great matches from these 3, as you would expect. Just truly amazing. Number 7, from the Royal Rumble 2015, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship Triple Threat match. John Cena, Brock Lesnar, and Seth Rollins, who, by the way, as you can see in the clip, in the picture, he still has the Money in the Bank, which he would cash in just a couple months' time, and another match that would become a Triple Threat match between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Number 6. This is John Cena and CM Punk from the February 25th, 2013 edition of Monday Night Raw. 4.75 stars. This is damn near perfect. This is damn near perfect. And I remember the story told by CM Punk. You know, John Cena went to him and said, "Punk, what you want to do tonight, Punk?" And Punk, he was so disheartened at the fact that he wasn't going to be able to be in the main event, that he wasn't, you know, going to be able to go on last, that he had, he wasn't he wasn't the champion. He was so disheartened. He kind of just said, he really doesn't want to. He didn't really care. The only thing he wanted to do was he wanted to do a power driver onto John Cena, and John Cena gave him that. And towards the end of the match, CM Punk did hit John Cena with a power driver, but John Cena obviously kicked out. They did some false finishes here and there. But in all, John Cena came out on top. This match also was, by the way, this was for the ticket to WrestleMania. John Cena had run the Royal Rumble back in January, and he was going on to meet The Rock, with at January beat CM Punk at the Royal Rumble, which for some reason some people say that The Rock should not have won the championship. Yes, they should have. Yes, he should have. Yes, he should have. I love Punk more than I love anybody. Now, I will say this: I would have been. I do think that there should have been a triple threat match. Yes, I think what could have happened here is what they could have done was they could have did. When did they do they had a match? I think it might have been 2012. 2012 in the fall, they had a match where they did the double pin. And what they could have done, they could have did that here. They could have had a double pin, a double count out, something, and then I think at the time it was John Laurinaitis was a heel, I believe, and he was the starter of the thing. Or even if it wasn't, even if it was Vince McMahon, whatever. But they could have done it. They could have did something like that in this match, and had CM Punk go on to join The Rock and John Cena as a triple threat match. You know, sometimes plans change. I think they could have changed the plans here, as they would do it the next year in 2014 when everybody turned on Batista and they added Dan Bryan into it. They did. And as we saw just last year in WrestleMania 40 with the pivot there. So, but yeah, this was a tremendous match. Again, like I said earlier, the two had great chemistry. They were wrestling soulmates, and it was just truly awesome. John Cena versus CM Punk from the February 25th, Monday Night Raw in 2013. 4 3/4 stars. Number 6. Number 5. Is Shawn Michaels versus John Cena, again from a Monday Night Raw in April 23rd, 2007. So, earlier, back then in January, there was a match, Generation X versus Rated RKO. And during that match, Triple H tore his hamstring. He had torn the right one back in 2001, and I believe this was the left one. The right one was more. It was more. It was worse. I believe he tore the hamstring right off the bone. On the right one, 2001. This one was just like a partial tear off the bone. And what it was supposed to be, a rematch of WrestleMania 23 to WrestleMania 22, with Triple H and John Cena, with Triple H going over. Because of that, they changed plans and they went to Shawn Michaels. He had that tremendous Royal Rumble moment. Excuse me. Let me go back. The match between DX and Rated RKO actually happened at what did they used to call it? New Year's Revolution. That's what it was. They called it New Year's Revolution. Then at the Royal Rumble, he had that last battle with Undertaker, which Undertaker won, everything like that. But he did get a title shot at John Cena, and then we had the match at WrestleMania, which was a fine match. But it was, you know, I'm trying to remember. Because what happened was at the end of the match, Shawn Michaels walked away, and then John Cena went outside to try to shake his hand, and Shawn Michaels said no. And I don't know if that was a part of the plan or if that was something that they decided to do. If Shawn Michaels was kind of reverted back to his diva days and didn't want to shake the hand, because in that match, Shawn Michaels was working over the leg of John Cena, and John Cena never really sold it in that match. He was selling it while he was having it to him, but he wasn't like fixated on it. He wasn't grabbing it. He wasn't limping or anything like that. So you may wonder, was Shawn sad, about that? And there were some other things too that maybe Shawn just had a bad day, because I think a fan jumped the rails or something like that, and you can see that he just was not having it that day. He was like, "Well, you get the fuck out of the ring so we can do what we gotta do." So maybe he was just on one that day. He just really wasn't having it. But so then a couple weeks later they had a rematch. This was not for the WWE Championship. Also by that time as well, Shawn Michaels, he surprisingly did not want any championship when he first came back in 2003, 2002. Whenever the first when he came back and he was a part of the SummerSlam match, I believe that was 2002. He came back in 2002, and then he was able to come back and do everything he wanted to do. He held the championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, for a little bit, but he gave it right back to Triple H, and apparently he didn't really want the championship anymore, because he didn't want what came with it. Which I as a Shawn Michaels lifer, as a fan, I would have liked to see him, held one of the big titles once again, but he was just having big time matches, and it was awesome. So so I'm guessing that he didn't want to have the championship here as well. But this was just a non-title match, and it was amazing. This was almost an hour. This was almost an hour worth of tremendous wrestling from both of these guys, and I think John Cena really sat under the learning tree from Shawn Michaels in that match, and just tremendous stuff that they had. And yeah, you can without question, you can tell that this was an awesome match, and this was without question a 5-star classic. And with John Cena and Shawn Michaels, of course, it would have been. So number 5 on the list of John Cena's top 10 all-time matches, we have John Cena versus Shawn Michaels from the 22nd edition of Raw in 2007. Again, it's a 5-star classic. Number 4, another 5-star match, John Cena versus AJ Styles from the 2016 SummerSlam. This was amazing. They had a match at the Money in the Bank, which was very good. But I think it ended with a DQ. I think it ended with DQ and John Cena winning, I believe. I'm not sure, but that's how it was. So then they ran it back at SummerSlam, and they just some fantastic stuff here from these two guys, and it was amazing. And without a doubt, they took it to the next level and give them nothing but credit for it. John Cena versus AJ Styles, 2016, SummerSlam 2016, 5-star match. Number 4 on the list of the top 10 John Cena matches of all time. Number 3, the Royal Rumble 2017 for the WWE Championship. Again, John Cena and AJ Styles. This is the match where John Cena ties Ric Flair for the 16 all-time championships. And this match was amazing. I think the biggest thing that came from this match was that they never left the ring. And during that period of WWE, you never saw that. They always went to the outside. They were always going outside, whether it was the heel to back down, or whether it was to run into some barricades, or to get put through some tables, or whatever. Like during that period, every match, someone went to the outside, but they stayed in the ring. They never left that ring, the ring area. And it was just amazing, and all the stuff they was going through was incredible. And then the fact that this was the match that John Cena got number 16, it's just chef's kiss. It's one of the greatest matches in WWE's history, and it is John Cena's top 10 matches of all time. And he's number 3. Well done, boys. From the Royal Rumble 2017, the WWE Championship match. But wait, John Cena, AJ Styles, didn't they go one more time? Yes, they did. From earlier this year in the John Cena Farewell Tour at WWE Crown Jewels, the match that the fans asked for and that the fans got, and unbelievably, just truly amazing. The love letter to professional wrestling, written by two of the best to ever do it, John Cena and AJ Styles. This is amazing. This is going to come out before my WWE awards list. WWE awards. So I'm not going to tell you if this is going to be match of the year or not, but I will tell you before it is nominated. So make sure that you are clicking that notification bell so that when my WWE awards video drops, you'll be able to watch it and check it out. But this match was incredible. The callbacks to things like the Walls of Jericho from John Cena, the Coquina Clutch from AJ Styles, the Fallen Angel from AJ Styles, from Chris Jericho and Samoa Joe, and then we had the Bray Wyatt tribute of the Sister Abigail, and then to finish it off, and there was they teased the 619 because the crowd was going 619, and even Wade Barrett and Michael Cole commentary was like, yeah, I like to see that. I don't think that's gonna happen. And then when you know who won the pony, John Cena trips AJ Styles to the ropes. He's gonna go back one, and then AJ came off with the rebound. It was hilarious, and it was hilarious. We never got to see John Cena do a 619. I would have loved to see him try it. It would have been amazing. But yeah, this was again the love letter to professional wrestling from John Cena, John Felix Anthony Cena, and Alan John Styles. Truly amazing. These two, I don't know. I call CM Punk and John Cena wrestling soulmates, but they do say you can have more than one soulmate, and maybe John's got two. Because when him and AJ Styles got in the ring, it was magic. Number 2 on the list of the greatest top 10 matches in John Cena's history. At number 2, from earlier this year, Crown Jewel 2025, John Cena versus AJ Styles, 5-star match. And I think we all know where number 1 is. From Chicago, Illinois, the Money in the Bank 2011 WWE Championship. Look how John Cena looks like that. He looks young. He looks so young. It's 2011. It was 14 years ago. You can see him, Punk's got all his hair. No, I'm kidding. Punk, you're never gonna watch this, Punk. But if you somebody do come across this, I love you, Punk. I'm just joking. CM Punk versus John Cena, the Money in the Bank 2011 match, 5-star classic, and this is, for the longest time, this was like the last 5-star match in WWE's history. Because they had great matches, but they just didn't, they just didn't go 5 matches. And let me say this: matches don't need to be 5 stars all the time. I think that's one of the things that my complaints is with the other company, AEW, is that they worry about putting on a great match rather than telling a great story. And you can tell a tremendous story and not have the match be 5 stars. Yes, you can tell a tremendous story, and a match actually can be bad and boring, for the most part. And I think that's what happened at the WrestleMania this year with Cody Rhodes. That story was amazing that they told. But Cody and Cena told. It's an amazing story. The match, iffy at best, right? But the story brings it up. And there have been a lot of things like that where the story brings up the theme. And this story, and the build to this was amazing. And they did so much work, and it is so much time, put much time and effort into that match that you can do nothing but just be happy that you get the opportunity to see that match. And I don't know if I'll ever do a WWE all-time, not the greatest matches of all time in WWE history. I don't know. I've done like the best matches in SummerSlam history. I've done the best matches in WrestleMania history. I've done the best matches in Royal Rumble history. I probably would need to do the best matches at some point. Do the best matches in Survivor Series history. At some point, I probably will need to do that. But if I were to ever do a WWE top 10 matches of all time, just period, no matter what, I think CM Punk and John Cena would have to be in that top 5. I think it would have to be. So, if it's going to be a top 5, match of all time, it's got to be the greatest match in the history of John Cena. And it probably is the best. No, without question, CM Punk's best match is the Hell in a Cell against Drew McIntyre. But this is definitely, without question, John Cena's best match in his entire career. It's a 5-star classic, and that's why I have it on the list. At number 1, John Cena versus CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2011 for the WWE Championship. The greatest match in John Cena's career. Alright guys, so there you have it. John Cena's top 10 matches of all time. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments section what you guys feel about my list. Did I miss any? Let me know down in the comments. What would be your list? Post them down there as well. As always, make sure that you like the video, you share the video, you subscribe to the channel, and you click the notification bell. Because like I mentioned earlier, my whatever annual, what would it be? It would be let's see, what would it be? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This would be the ninth. My ninth annual WWE Award Show. Since the next year's gonna be the 10th annual, I need to do something special for that one. Maybe I might do like my own Hall of Fame or something like that. Maybe I'll do something. I would do something special for the 10th anniversary, my 10th annual WWE Award Show. You know, they inducted a match. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe. You know what? I just got through talking about the top 10 greatest match in WWE history. Maybe that's what I would do. I would do research, and I will just like I did for this one. I would do research, and then I will find out like some things of then maybe I'll watch them over the year, over the year 2026, and then next year at the award show, I'll give out the awards, and I will also I'll also give the top 10 WWE matches of all time. In WWE's history, and that is going to be hard because obviously I wasn't around for Bruno and I wasn't around for Backlund, and I wasn't around for some of the other things in the past. I'm 82 years old. No, 82. I'm not 82 years old, so don't start that. I'm 44. I was born in 82. 43. I'll be 44 in January. But yeah, so I haven't seen everything. Some of the matches that I think so. It's going to have to be some major work that I think about. But I can try and do it. Hopefully, I get some things going on right now. I gotta try to get back to normal. Hopefully by February, no later than March. And I'll get back onto a normal schedule. I know some of you guys who have been like, you haven't been doing podcasts lately. You haven't been doing a lot of these videos lately. So what's going on? I can't get into it, but I just know that it's just last couple months have just been like maybe like burnout. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, I just haven't been able to do the things like I wanted to do. But hopefully I can start back in the new year doing those things. So, but yeah, I think that's what it would be. So again, click the notification bell because I will have next year's not next year, but I would have this year's the 9th annual WWE Award Show happening later in the next couple weeks before the year is out, and yeah, so that should be good. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. It's your boy, AJTRIP, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.